Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Big Granny here. I'm currently using an alt account to record this game because on my main account, I absolutely love this game and I played all the way through it until I got a massive store. As you can see with the other people over here, they got massive stores. So let me know what you guys want to see in the next episodes. But right now, this whole series is just going to be about building up a gigantic store. We're going to maximize efficiency and stuff. I think with my other store, I have max land. I have like max parking, and I make about 10 to 11,000 income per minute. So as you can see on the top here, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of small, but we have net worth, which is the inventory that we have, how much net worth we have that we can sell to people. We have customer amount, income per minute, which is basically how efficient your store is at making money, obviously. And then we got total money. So basically, a lot of people compare this game to Retail Tycoon, which I absolutely love Retail Tycoon. Unfortunately, it kind of lacks updates and like there's not a lot of stuff to sell. In this game, there is tons of stuff to sell. It is absolutely bonkers on how much stuff you can sell. So let's go ahead and open up our store. So I'll show you guys how this game works and stuff. So obviously we went through the tutorial and I got my basic shelf set up. There's also a leveling system. I'll show you this real quick. As you level up, you unlock more items, you unlock new shelf types, and you unlock new like cosmetics and stuff you can build. You can upgrade your parking, you can upgrade your land, and you can upgrade like how many workers you have, and then there's all kinds of stuff to build. So these are all the shelves. You get all your utilities, walls, ceilings, different types of them as well, and you get tall versions of those. Oh, here's ceilings, and then decorations and floors. Um, the cosmetic stuff doesn't really matter as much, but we're running out of inventory. We need to stock up on stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. So now we're going to go to inventory, so we're going to go ahead and buy some more of stuffed animals and candy. So we're going to stock this real quick. What's cool is with the cash registers is that you can stock them with candy. I think the candy's the only thing you can put in them, um, but that's how it works so far. So we're not really making much income yet, so what we want to do to fix that is we want to sell balls. Basically, we want to diversify what we're going to sell and go along with that. So we can also sell kitchenware, so we're going to do that. I know this seems a little tight, but we want to have as much variety as possible. That way we can sell a lot of stuff. So let's buy some of these. Oof, we're going to run out of space, actually. We don't have a lot of room for all this stuff. But let's go ahead and stock this up, see how it does. You spend a lot of money on inventory, which it basically works on Retail Tycoon. So let's say an item is $20, you can sell it for 40. It's basically double what you sell versus what you or no, it's basically double what you purchase versus what you sell. So now we got our customers coming in. The real way to increase your money flow in this game is to buy more parking, which our store is really small. We only got one cashier. So I'm not going to really bother with more cash registers, with more workers yet, and more parking. But we probably want to put in a second cash register because if this fills up, the customers will actually leave because they will say, "Oh, there's too many people at the cash register." So let's go ahead and add another one, and what we'll do is we'll hire a second cashier. So as you can see, he comes in here. There's been some updates to this game since I last played it. Now the workers have like a little circle around them that you can see that they're your workers. Workers will work automatically. You don't have to do anything with them. Workers also level up. So over time, as they gain experience and they do their job and stuff, they level up. They will cost a little bit more, but they'll be more efficient. So since we have two cashiers, we don't have to worry about overflow or anything like that. So let's go ahead and stock up some more inventory while we're at it. So let's buy some more candy. Let's decrease this to 10 because 25 is too much for how small our store is. We have plenty of beach balls. Let's go ahead and increase our kitchenware because we want to fill an entire shelf with it. We got candy in that, and then stuffed toys right here. So what else can we build? We got a cooler shelf and produce shelf. I know produce sells like crazy in this game, so we want to go ahead and take advantage of that, obviously. So let's put like two little shelves here. As you can see, it's not too crowded. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, we're actually out of money right now. I wasn't even paying attention to it. But obviously, the way to work this game is you always want to play it safe. So obviously, if you're running out of inventory and you're running out of money, you got a problem. you're gonna go bankrupt and you're probably gonna lose. I don't know exactly what happens. It's the same thing like Retail Tycoon or other sandbox games. If you run out of money and don't have a setup going, then you're kind of screwed, because you just can't really build anything. Because I see people all the time, they always save up just a little bit of money and then they start expanding their store, and expanding your store is super costly. Um, Again, you can build ceilings and stuff, you can build walls, you can build floors. A lot of people don't even build ceilings. Most people don't. Like as you can see, this guy has a full setup going on. This guy has no ceilings and partially no walls. I think he's just currently expanding his store. A lot of people don't go with ceilings just because they cost, and they also just make your store a little cramped. And you don't necessarily need them either. It doesn't affect anything. There's no real like rating system or like ways that customers like determine like if your store is worth it or not. So I'll show you an example of a big store. They recently added an update where if you walk into another guy's store, you can actually see what they're selling, which is really awesome. Before it used to just all look empty. So this guy has a massive like grocery store going on. Now I love this setup. It's really great. It looks really cool. I love the white and pink, honestly. I actually kind of dig it. So he's got a storage shelf over here. He's got stockers like coming in and grabbing the stuff and then coming back out and stocking all the shelves. I mean, the stuff is a little kind of like all over the place to say, especially in the front. The back's pretty organized, but the reason why you don't really want this set up, even though it looks super nice, is due to the fact that the customers have to walk to each item that they want, which is quite a way. So if a customer wants one produce and like one lumber, for instance, they gotta go get lumber and then they gotta walk all the way over here. They get one produce and then they gotta walk all the way back over here in the front to a cashier. So now, the most efficient way to set up a store, in my opinion, is to have stuff kind of have each item like all close together. So the way I set up my store and my main account was everything was just all close together. We're actually running out of stock on the candy over here. Candy sells like crazy on this game, by the way. So okay, so we're gonna buy some more candy. We're gonna put that in right here. Put in that candy. Alrighty, so let's get this produce shelf working. We're gonna have two different types of produce, so bananas and apples, and then we need to buy that produce. So we can get 10 going right now. We don't have very much money at all. We're pretty poor right now, so let's go ahead and stock that up. So now we're selling as much variety of items as we can. As you can see, our income per minute is going up because we're selling more variety. There's a lot more items customers can buy. Now this game does start off slow, but once you start getting income going and you maybe can go AFK every once in a while, um, your money comes in pretty quickly once you get everything going. And as you level up and stuff, you're what do you call it? You can sell more items. So and those items get more expensive as you go along too. So let me show you for instance. It's kind of hard to see, but as we start off here, a lot of items sell or they can be bought for like $5 to $25. But as we go down here, it starts getting into the hundreds. I mean, there's some stuff that is like 9 billion, but like obviously nobody can afford that. I don't know why that's in here. I'm guessing that it's under development or something like that, but I mean, golf carts, lawnmowers, uh, monitors, that stuff is like, I don't know if it's like made or not yet. There's also some optional game passes where like bus drivers and stuff like that can come in and give you like additional customers, and then there's like rich cars and sports cars that come in that have like more wealthy customers that come in. There's a lot of kids that come in, there's a lot of like normal people that come in, but occasionally if you get those rich people, they buy a lot more items typically. So with these cashiers, you can actually see how much customers are buying. So this person's buying 4 items, for instance. Once that fills up, their 4 items are done, so they just leave the store. So that's basically how that works. So obviously we're out of stock for the apples and bananas, so let's buy some more of that. Stock up right there. So I'd say so far we're doing pretty good though. Um, Obviously we have to keep up with the inventory and keep restocking stuff. That way we can make some more money. Because if we were to expand our store right now and because of that run out of money, and let's say we kept selling over and over again while we're building our store and we run out of inventory, we'd be pretty much at zero because we have no more inventory to sell yet. So you always want to have a big surplus of money no matter what you're doing. That's like the most important part of this game, is having a good surplus. Now that we're adding just more inventory and building additional things and not really expanding the store, that's okay because I know I have inventory to sell. So, let's say if this whole store was to get cleared out, we'd make, I think it would be $12,000, or either that's $6,000 because your net worth is based off how much value you have in your inventory in your store. It doesn't count with floors, ceilings, walls, workers, or anything else like that. It just counts off how much like what your stock is, basically. So that means we have like $6,600 worth of items. So that means if our store was to be cleared out, I think we'd make $6,000, or it's either it could be 12,000, but I don't think it's 12,000. 12,000. That sounds like too much. But we got more customers coming in right here. Things get really interesting later on in this game. So these cashiers hold up to 4 customers. If there's more than that, they will leave the store. That's why I put a second cashier here. It seems like a crowded store, but this actually works like really well for being such a small store. So let's go ahead and check out actually another store and see how they're doing. So the flaws with this design is it's not bad. It actually looks kind of cool. I mean, it's somewhat organized. The problem is the customers got to like walk around real tight all through this stuff. I mean, it works, but like it just doesn't feel like a store. It just feels like it's just random placement. You got gumball machines and stuff right by the cashiers. That's kind of smart. So that's that guy's setup. So what I'm going to show you is like all these different setups. That way you guys can get ideas for your stores. I'd say all these stores aren't like the greatest, but they are okay. So this guy obviously ran out of money when he was expanding. That's why he has very like little stock for how big a store is. He needs to add more rows and stuff, but like it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I would add another door here for your stalkers because your stalkers have to, I believe they have to go to your crates to get items, but he should add another door here because otherwise they're gonna walk all the way through here. Yes, they can clip through stuff, but like I don't know. I feel like that's just an inconvenience. I don't know why the cashiers are just like locked up back here either. Again, these designs aren't bad, but like to me they just don't make too much sense, and it's probably because like I like to build things my own way. Again, this guy ran on inventory. I don't know what he's doing. He might be AFK. He might be doing something. But since he's out of inventory, everybody's leaving. They're saying I didn't buy anything. There's nothing. So I assume this guy's AFK or like he was expanding his store and he ran out of money or something like that. So let's head back to my store. Alrighty, we are back. So we got a van and a car. We only got 2 customers in here right now. So as you can see, our net worth has dropped because we've sold those items and we're running out of like stock and stuff. So let's go ahead and buy some more candy. Stock that up real quick. Do. Alright. And then so let's use our remaining inventory to stock up the rest of this because we got some spare inventory. We got oh I didn't mean to do that. Okay. That's what I meant to do. So if you go to stock, you can actually see like how much items you have remaining on each shelf. And as you can see, even with a small store like this, we almost just nearly overloaded the cashiers. You always want to have more like cashiers than, well, not customers, but more cashiers to say, let's say your store is at full capacity. I'd say for every 5 customers you have, you want to have 1 cashier because not all of them are going to buy items at the same time. But obviously with a small store like this, see we have 10 customers in here right now. It's already crowded, and I guarantee these cashiers are going to fill up like pretty quickly because these customers literally don't have to walk to get what they want. Again, let's buy more candy. Let's stock this back up. The candy sells like crazy. I don't know why. Same thing with the produce. And then let's get more produce. So we want to fill up these bananas. So later in the game, you can actually get these managers, which automatically buy stuff for you, and you can get stalkers too, which automatically put stuff into shelves for you, which is a really cool feature. I really love that. And we also want stuffed toys, 10, some beach balls as well. Put those in there. Eventually, I think we're going to buy a shelf, which we're going to do that right now, so we can hold more inventory because that's kind of needed right now. Again, it's getting kind of tight in here, but it's not too bad. I mean, the customers still have room to walk around and such. I'm thinking about putting a shelf right here, but with the beach balls right here, I'm not really sure about that, to be honest with you. I think we're going to do it, actually. So let's put a cooler shelf right there. The customers can still get what they want. So obviously we want to buy milk now since we have that. We want to have... Oh, we need a lot of milk to fill that up, actually. Okay, so we got lots and lots of milk now. Let's go ahead and fill an entire fridge up with milk. 54 milk cartons in one fridge is a lot of milk. Um, I can't say this this game's very realistic to the prices of real life because an apple is $10 to buy and it sells for $20. But I mean, this game, I love it though. There's so much to do. And let me show you the customization of this. So you got paint. So the primary color, I think I'm gonna make it red. Red's my favorite color. I kind of dig that. The secondary color, I think I'm gonna go with like a tan, maybe. Actually, let's go with like a white. You keep the shelves like pretty stock. And then shelf and walls, I think I did like a no. It was like lighter than this. That looks like pasty skin. That also looks like pasty skin. I think it was this actually. But I think I'm gonna try something new and just leave it white. Yes, it's basic, but I do like bright walls and bright colors like that yellow that we had earlier. Because that does just fit the theme of a store. I had one friend that made like a Home Depot theme, and you can make whatever theme you want. I had one friend make Publix. I don't know if you know what Publix is. I don't even have one in my area, but like one of my friends based his store off Publix basically. So you can come up with your own themes as you wish, make it look nice, make it the way you want, because this game has a lot of customizability. And you see right there, we just messed up because that thing was empty that entire time. So we're gonna put candy there now. But anyways, I think that wraps up the final episode. Hopefully this helps you guys out, like make your first like little store and stuff. But I definitely recommend this game. It does cost 25 Robux to get access into because it is in early access. Honestly, it's a great way for you to like have a smaller community dedicated to testing your game and also making some money off it at the same time. And it kind of hypes up your game because you get all these free players that don't have Robux and they really want to play your game. And as soon as you release it, you just get a huge amount of people. But yeah, definitely check out this game if you got the money for it. It doesn't cost much. I mean, it's only 25 Robux. I think anybody can get that nowadays pretty easily. But I know I got windows right here and I got shelves. But I promise you, in the future episodes, we will have an amazing store that will be huge. And so far, we're pretty successful. I mean, for this tiny home store, we're making about over $500 a minute. And that should go up because we just added a fridge. And in the future, we'll get managers, we'll get stalkers, we'll get janitors, because it is really annoying picking up people's trash. These people just trash your store. I can't believe how much trash they throw around in here. These are just like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. They just like throwing trash in your store for whatever reason. This guy didn't want to buy anything. I don't know why he showed up to such a small store. And as you can see, we're already out of apples. So I would go with produce first. It's very useful. The tutorial will force you to sell certain stuff. But again, this is a very low maintenance store, and we're not even like that far into the game. I mean, it'll keep you on your toes, but like as long as you're smart with it, this game can be a lot of fun. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Leave some comments of what you want to see next and what kind of like themes or like setups you want to see. And in the future, let me know about this actually. In the future, if you want me to do like special store setups and stuff, just let me know about that. Like I can make like a Walmart store or like a Home Depot store or whatever. Like that'd be kind of cool to make different episodes of like different like store builds and stuff. The problem is when you destroy stuff, you actually lose all that money, and you only get like half of it back if you destroy like walls and floors and ceilings and stuff. So it would be hard to do, but like I think if we just AFK the whole game the entire time, I don't think it would be a big deal. But anyways, enough of my jabbering. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.